All right, guys, so I am back with the plant that I showed you guys some time ago. I don't know when you're going to see this video, but I am back, and I wanted to show you how this plant literally has not a lot going on in here, and it's literally made of all vines, and this is like stuck down in here. It looks like they propagated this plant by sticking the nodes in soil. That's what it's looking like. So let me show you how long this is and how much is going on with this. Okay, so this is what we have, and I'm just going to do a lot of propagating. I'm going to cut a lot of this off, show you how to do it. This video is going to be how to propagate a pothos. I've already done some here, and these are going to get planted today because the roots are nice and long. You at least want them to be about 2 inches, so I'm going to do that. And you can see the difference between my pothos leaves and these pothos leaves, how big they are. So I have 3 jars here of regular tap water. Pothos and snake plants are fine with tap water. For those of you, I'll say it over and over again because you never know who's new to the video. These plants don't require much maintenance and tending to. So these are great plants to have. I'm not a fan of that pot. I don't like it. And I just want to basically create a big bushy plant, a big beautiful pothos plant from this, and then a couple little ones. So that's what I'm going to do, and I'm going to share that with you on how you propagate a pothos. So guys, there are many ways to propagate, and I have these gorgeous propagating little containers I got from Amazon, and it's 3 different glass containers, and you can put maybe 2 or 3 stems depending on how thick the stems are in here, and watch them grow. And it's beautiful for kids to see this, and also, you know, when people come around. I think I'll hang this somewhere in my living room so people can see these grow, and then I'll repot them and probably add some more to them later. But then I have these jars here. So when you're propagating, excuse me for all the noise, hold on 1 second. So I've never propagated something this big and this thick. Do you see how thick this is? But we're going to try and see what we can get out of this, because you want the nodes. These are called nodes, and that's where roots usually grow from, and it's usually right where the stem, the leaf and the stem meet. The vine is where you usually want to cut, like on each side, because that's where a root usually would grow. So we're going to see how this works for this plant. You can see that this is the tip of the vine and how thick these are. Let me go back a little bit. You can literally see how thick they are, and the difference between these and the ones that are grown like closer to the pot. So I don't know how these are going to work, but I'm just going to go in and I'm going to start cutting. Oh gosh, oh, I should have used my snippers on each end like that. And we're going to be setting those in water and seeing how they do. So I'm going to clip them. Ugh. I'm too lazy to just grab my other shears, but you want to cut where this node is going to be placed in water. So this is too big and too long, and yeah, I really don't want it all this size. So I want to get a bigger, fuller plant. Hopefully it will work, because these are huge leaves. I've never seen, and I've watched so many videos on plant care over the years, and I've never seen the pothos leaves on any plant this thick. I don't like this one, so I'm not even going to use that one. But this one is pretty cool, and I'm just going to just probably stick that in water just like that and see what happens. Nope, that's a waste. I'll just go here and stick that in water and see what happens. We don't want this. We don't want all this vine. It's just too much, too much. A lot of these are damaged, and I think it's because of the heavy weight of the plant. So I'm going to cut, and I'll be right back. Now, one of these I will be keeping as a vine, and I'll show you exactly what I'm doing with it. The other one I'm going to cut completely up and propagate those, and I'm going to show you what I'm doing with this baby. So this is the one I'm going to keep as a vine, and it's really long. I can't really show you all of it, but yeah. So let me continue. All right, guys, so this is all of the discard from that, and this is what it looks like. I'm gonna have to get in here and pull out what I need to get these 2 out. So I need to get in there and pull those out because these got pretty leaves. So I don't want to lose them. So I'm going to have to dig in to get these out so I can plant them. So we're going to trash all of this. Okay, let's look at our cuttings. This is what we have along with the ones you see me do. These are the big leaves. So I got them in a jar here doing their thing. And then I have 1, 2, and you see I cut right on either side to leave the node. So that's what you want to do, just how this looks. You want to make sure that node where that stem comes from is there. 3, 4. This one, I need to cut some more. 5, 6. This is going to be like a vine, so I left it on, but the node is right there. 7, 8, 9, and this is another one that will vine. So I'm going to put that in there. I want to see how these different cuttings come out as far as vines and single stems. And these are all the cuttings I have, along with all of these beautiful, big, luscious cuttings. And that is it. So let me show you where I put the plant. Up here. I decided to put it up here in the kitchen above the cabinets, because you know how people have that ivy stuff up there, but it's not really real. But I wanted to have it, if I'm gonna have it, I want it to be real. And I have live vines up there, very beautiful and big. And then I have this one coming all the way down here. So all right, I had to stick this in here. I didn't want to do it, and I'm trying to see if I can do it without actually cutting it. Hold on, let me get a leaf and I'll show you what I'm talking about. So I'm not even going to use this baby. Well, actually I can, to show you, because I know this was about propagating. Now here are what we call nodes. These are nodes. Those are nodes, okay? That is where you want to make sure you cut on either side. So if I wanted to take this leaf, because I love the way this look, I will cut on either side, like right where my thumb is. Boom and boom. Because this is the most important. That node is where the vine is, is where the root is going to grow from. So if I had to show you, this would be this right here. I would leave this because this will create a vine. See that? I will leave this. I wouldn't separate those two. So I would cut on this side of the node and keep both of those, and I'll put both of these in water. And then with this one, the same, not the same, but cut, boom, boom. You only want to cut on either side of the actual leaf. You don't want to cut into the node or onto that stem at all. So either side, give it like a good, at least 1/4 of an inch or 1/8 of an inch on each side, long as that node is not being damaged. That's what you want. That is what I was cutting, and that's what you're seeing in the video. Now this is a video that I am actually adding to the video because I have allowed these to propagate and they are doing really well. So I will be doing a live potting of these, because look at the roots. This is the one that I cut from the vine. And now they're ready to be placed into their own pot to create another plant. So I wanted to add that in there because a lot of people will probably be like, oh my gosh, you didn't show us exactly how to propagate. Yes, these nodes, you want those nodes. Those nodes here, boom, boom. You want to cut on either side. And that's how you get your stem. And then you put them in some regular tap water. So, all right, guys.